Well, no, they didn't even... There's supposed to be a giant fight scene after that, where like everything in Hogwarts comes alive and fights the Death Eaters, and that just didn't happen. I was just like, really? You're just gonna leave that out?
Yeah, that's a weird thing not to include in a movie.
Janine, slow down.
Oh god.
Sorry, Janine is my favorite character in this universe.
Mine is... My favorite Harry Potter character is Lavender Brown.
I'm not talking about Harry Potter. Okay,
Well, I'm talking about fucking
Try to
Harry
keep
Potter.
up, Rusty.
Yeah,
You know
we're
what?
switching back and
I'm
forth.
watching this game and thinking about Harry Potter.
Well,
Excuse
my
me.
favorite Harry Potter character is Crookshanks.
Well, that's just weird.
Hermione's cat.
That's just weird.
No, I'm just kidding. Who knows? I mean, I guess
Lavender Brown's totally not my favorite character. It's Snape.
I always knew.
I guess Harry's my favorite character. I guess I don't know.
But I never pegged him as an evil.
Can I pick
There's
him?
a hipster joke somewhere in there.
But where did he take her?
Somewhere in there.
And where are all the ghosts?
Somewhere in there there's a hipster joke. I'm gonna find it
All the
later.
ghosts we've ever caught just escaped. I'm clocking out.
Yeah, they would be.
Sarcasm
Did you-
involved, saying that's
You've
original.
never
or
read
something.
any
I
Harry
read
Potter
the
books?
first Harry Potter book.
That's enough.
Suck my dick. I read one of them, alright?
That's enough.
I'm starting to get into the conversation about books.
Alright. Well, that was a, you know,
I read the first one, then they started coming out with the movies. I was like, they're gonna make movies for every one of these. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
I don't have to
Problem
use
solved.
my brain.
where are the Ghostbusters?
No one made an effort to move the TV.
Could round up some ghosts. Save the girl. Get back in time for a nap.
Okay, the Ghostbusters ride again.
So these aren't the voices from the actors?
Yeah, they're all.
Every single one. Any character that's in the game was, or that was the original one,
Is the voice?
is the voice.
But they won't make a fucking movie.
Because Bill Murray's like, we're old. We can't make a movie.
Bill Murray
I don't
is
do
old. Have you
sequels
seen,
except for Garfield.
What's that movie?
Where's the fun in that?
It's about the kids. The kid that runs away with the girl.
This is really.
By the guy. I'm sorry. It's by the guy who directed the Darjeeling Unlimited and the Life Aquatic. He's like a philosopher, but he directs movies.
Oh shit. Bruce Willis is in it, right?
Yeah, Bruce Willis is in the movie. He's like the girl's dad.
Yeah.
Or no, he was the girl's dad, and Bruce Willis was the camp leader.
Bill Murray?
Bill Murray, yeah, was the girl's dad.
What
was that movie called?
Fuck. Moonlight.
No.
No, it's like
Moonlit Kingdom.
Is it Moonlight Kingdom?
Moonlight.
Sunrise Kingdom.
Sunrise.
Trainee should drive.
I might just be
Something
saying Little
Kingdom.
Miss Sunshine is like.
Something Kingdom. Anyway, what's the guy's name who directs those? God.
Thanks, Winston.
Google. Help.
Any ideas?
I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on in the story anymore. And I beat this game.
That's good. I've given up on this game.
I know you got
Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom. That's what you said. I think you got it right first.
Wes Anderson. God, I knew it
Wes
was Wes.
Anderson. He did the he does
He's
a lot
my,
of
like,
movies.
one of my all-time favorite directors.
He did the Life Aquatic was awesome.
That's my favorite one.
That is an awesome movie. I want to go see
Royal
it.
Tenenbaums.
Yeah,
Mr. Fantastical Mr. Fox. Have you
He.
seen that?
No.
So good, man.
I saw a P
It's a
Group
cartoon
concert.
claymation, but it's so good.
You ever seen P Group or heard of P Group?
Mm-mm.
Perpetual Group. Well, they're like a jam band from Savannah. And they're remotely big now, and they did a Halloween show, and they all dressed up from like the characters from the Life Aquatic.
Remember the last time we saw that kind of atmospheric
You know, we could do the Stanley Parable. That would be a fun game to play together.
That would be fun. I'd like to do
watched
something
any-
older though.
What?
I'd like to do something older.
Really? I mean, I guess, but I mean, you should mix it up. I don't think that anybody wants to see the same thing over again.
No. I mean, we're not going to play Ghostbusters forever.
Yeah, but I mean, if you played another, like, third-person... What genre is this?
This is a third-person shooter,
Really?
technically.
Technically, I guess.
In the Gozerian Codex, it's written that a blood
What's that?
I'm sorry. Was I saying something?
I don't know. Were you?
This is
I
like
think so.
a third-person shooter if you could only aim from the hip.
That's like, yeah, it's like Resident Evil style. Resident Evil 4 style, excuse me. Well, 5 and 6.
I wouldn't compare this to Resident Evil 4.
No.
No, it's more like 5. But
Bad. Is that what you mean?
5 is bad.
Oh god, 5's so bad. 6 is better, but it's still bad.
5. And there was so much controversy over 5, and I was like, oh god.
I want to play
Like, I remember that.
Revelations.
Like, oh, you're shooting black people because why? A white man
they're
shooting
the
black people
Indians.
because you're in
It's like-
fucking Africa.
Like your teammate's a black lady.
Well, there are white people
like-
in South Africa. But,
Yeah, and there's not black people in the North Africa region,
Like, in that game-
so like
I think they like went through and redesigned like all the fucking random enemy models because when you're fighting people, it's like there's some black people, there's some white people, but there's also some like Asians in there. It's like what?
you think they like came out with a patch and like patched the skins for the enemies?
Like before the game came out, after all that, I'm pretty sure they went back and they were like, all right, we'll just throw everything in here.
all races
I think
get
so.
shot in our games.
It's like, oh, it wasn't a big deal when it was in America and we were shooting a bunch of white Americans.
Capcom has this whole like family friendly thing that they want to keep up, and so
Jesus Christ, why? They're all making horror games.
No, they're not.
Well, okay, they used to make horror games.
they did, but
They also used to make good games.
they all yeah. I mean, remember going? I don't know. You may be.
Too
You may
much of a
remember
youngin'.
this. You may remember this, Jeremy. But like, you go
Blast
back.
it with your thing.
Come on, this.
Yeah, that thing. What the fuck?
You said it.
What may I remember?
Capcom always had like don't say no to drugs on all their arcade
Arcade
machines.
Really?
Winners don't
Yeah.
do drugs.
Winners say no to drugs.
Oh, well, I don't remember that. But, I'm sure that I,
Oh,
I've
skeleton
seen something
suit.
like that. Putt-putt or something.
Water, I think. It's okay. Capcom's gonna be bankrupt here shortly, and then
That's
hopefully somebody will buy their
Someone
IPs.
needs to do a serious survival horror game.
Done. If
In the Resident Evil universe.
It's like
Yes, or just serious survival horror game.
Well, you should play... you've seen me play Outlast.
yeah, and
That
that's
game.
cool. But I mean, I want like
I want Resident Evil
I
back.
want like Resident Evil
You
1
want something
or 2,
where you can
or
kill
like
things.
0 or the Resident Evil remake. or
Resident Evil
something.
0 is awesome.
I
Yeah,
feel like-
it
Love
is.
that game.
It's fun as hell, and they need to do.
It was like
stuff
one of the last
that.
ones they made in that style,
Yeah.
too. And it's just like, why can't you just make me happy and do that again?
What Resident Evil Revelations? Okay,
It's not
so
easy.
3DS has the Resident Evil Revelations, right?
Yeah, then they ported it over to Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, so I just want to play it on 3DS because apparently it's good, and Jill's in it. But
Yeah.
with dark hair.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she's also super sexy in her crazy like fucking tight suit. I'm
They
like,
need to
whatever.
bring back Claire Redfield. The next
They need to
game
bring back
will be-
everybody, like Billy.
They-
Billy was a cool fucking
Billy-
character.
No. Billy
Well,
was not a
the
cool
sad thing
character.
was
about
awesome.
to me is that Konami makes Silent Hill, right?
Konami did make Silent Hill.
So like Konami is like seeing what Resident Evil's doing, and then they made like Homecoming, which was really super duper like Resident Evil-y, over the shoulder. Like, why did you change my game? I hate you, Konami.
Did you ever play Downpour?
I have not played Downpour, but I've heard that it is slightly worse than Homecoming.
It is pretty terrible.
But I love
Beat that.
third person is the best camera angle for any horror game. If you want something to be scary, do not give people control. You take away control.
Yeah,
Tank
that's why
control.
it should be. That's why it should be fixed camera angles.
Yes, exactly. Third person fixed camera angles.
Anyways, I feel like if somebody like after Capcom like fucking goes bankrupt, which
What
is
am I
inevitably
doing?
gonna happen, I don't fucking know. Go upside door and hit A. I'm sure that's what you do.
No, I did it earlier.
Oh well, can you rip it off with your thing?
Good idea. Probably not, but oh no. What about this one?
Yeah, that's a thing right there.
Gate control. The biggest sign right there says gate control.
Can you use your capture stream to move it?
Capture stream? No.
Oh.
Oh shit! I can. Thank you.
But I feel like if somebody takes control and buys up the Resident Evil IP after Capcom inevitably fucks up and goes bankrupt and goes under, that If they know what they're doing, they're gonna make a HD remake of
Well, I'm just worried. I just hope that
Resident Evil 2.
Konami like sees that Resident Evil is like losing fans and like ruining their game, and like doesn't try to keep making Silent Hill like this actiony kind of like thing, because Silent Hill, like Resident Evil, would make a good action game if they really wanted to make a good action game out of that world, but Silent Hill is meant to be like a survival horror game. There doesn't need to be too many action elements. It's just going to completely take away from the feeling you're supposed to have.
I'm completely cool with like Resident Evil doing something like the missions that they did, like where you're
The
like a hunk
different
character, like you're a hunk character or whatever. In the
Hunk was cool.
Operation Raccoon City or whatever.
Right.
I
didn't play that game.
I'm totally cool with like the action sequences in games are like confined to well-known action Resident Evil games. I just want survival horror.
I mean, I'm okay with people like doing crazy shit with like spin-off versions of games,
That's
but like doing
say,
like fucking up like direct sequels, like Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6. Like that is no.
Like what Seth was saying is like Jill fighting Wesker, or Jill fighting.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Jill.
No, we're saving.
No. Who was it? Who's in the volcano?
Volcano. It was Chris. You're playing as Chris, and you gotta fight Wesker in a volcano.
Wesker. Yeah. Okay. So Chris fights Wesker in a volcano.
Like
giant blob monster.
And then he falls in, comes back out as a giant blob monster, like in Resident Evil 3 when you kill Nemesis the first time. He comes back as a fucking blob monster. But
did you ever fight or did you ever play Zero?
I played some of Zero.
The last boss is like a giant blob monster made out of like black ooze.
Yeah, that was weird, but I love Resident Evil Zero.
The last boss was... I never could beat the last boss, I don't think, because I never ran out of ammo every time, and I was just like, fuck.
Is that just a thing?
Sorry, Jimmy, what?
I never beat the last boss in Zero because I ran out of ammo and I could never, like, beat him.
Yeah, he's kind of hard.
Right.
I mean, I just put every bullet I had in him, and then I was like, oh, well, I guess I can't kill him.
I think I killed him. I had a bunch of grenade ammo that I saved to kill him.
Right.
I
was
like
really young
slow.
when I played that game.
I remember being like slow in a big like room, and you have to like
you have to like climb up on these higher up platforms and attack him.
Oh, scratching my head.
But yeah, I'll just assume that if anybody knows what they're doing and they got a hold of the Resident Evil IP, they would make a GameCube Resident Evil 1 remake, like style of Resident Evil 2 remake. Like they come back and completely redo
4
it.
was an okay like mixture of the over-the-shoulder action.
I've never beaten 4.
Oh my god, I've beaten 4 like 8 times.
Dude, me and you both.
4 is like so much fun especially once you unlock all the stuff after you beat the game.
What the fuck?
I don't even know if I might have 4 somewhere.
Well, 4 was good, and then they just were like, oh, people like this action stuff, let's just run them to the ground.
Let's overdo it.
Yeah, 4 was still scary, though. I mean, it was just like creepy and weird and new.
Oh, wait, that's...
The Lost Plagas were a cool new enemy. And then Leon gets infected, and it just makes it all more interesting. It's very good plot in that game.
Oh god,
Sorry.
Even though it is like a damsel in distress situation.
Leon, help!
Don't look at my skirt!
Oh, you pervert! Love that game.
You can actually like look up her skirt and she'll freak out. It's very funny.
I never tried that, saving the president's daughter, so... I think I played that game when I was like in college, so... Maybe I was more mature than you fucks.
Well,
I mean,
I don't
it's
care
like
how mature you are. You want to see the president's daughter's underwear.
It's like something that just inevitably happens. It's like people are like, all right, I climbed this ladder, I'm ready to catch you now. You turn around, you look up, and she's like, oh, you pervert! It's like, what? I was just trying to catch you, you fuck! Jump down.
There's zombies right behind you. Just Jesus Christ, come on.
I'll go with the intern.
Oh man, we went pretty.
So you're gonna do this again because you're.
We'll meet you guys a little further on.
Just a swell guy.
Man, yeah, I really want them to go back. I don't understand why they can't just be like, oh, everybody's bitching because we don't have like old style Resident Evil games, so let's just make a new old style Resident Evil game, and if it sucks, then we won't have to make another one.
They're trying to make new markets rather than appease the old ones.
It's not even that. It's just Call of Duty got really popular, and they were like, "Let's cash in on that easy shit." And
yeah, let's
it's
not
like,
talk about Call of Duty.
It's like what? I don't even.
Yeah, Call of Duty doesn't deserve our attention.
It really doesn't. Speaking of Call of Duty,
You guys just don't like Call of Duty because you fucking suck. You fucking noobs, I'm telling you. My KD is so fucking high. No, or whatever the fuck it is.
Like Call of Duty, fucking crash.
Fight you IRL. Sorry.
That is a community, though. You fucking nailed it.
I did play Call of Duty for a while. I played the crap
Call
out
of Duty
the,
4.
I play a lot of
World at War
2 and World at War. They were
World at War
were
was
fun.
as hell, and a lot of people didn't like that one
So
because it
they
went
did
backward. Like they went.
They think they're sneaky.
I didn't like it
backwards
because
with
it was like leveling up took forever as opposed to how it was.
That's the only game I ever actually got everything unlocked in.
Weird.
But I never prestiged. I never understood the concept of like wanting to redo everything you just. like
and
that doesn't
people make
sense.
fun of you for not prestige, like doing prestige.
Why would you?
It's like
It's like
whatever.
I
Dude.
enjoy having a flamethrower. Sorry.
Yeah, like that game, it
use
took
the
so long
flamethrower.
to level up, but it's like all the other Call of Duty, it's like I could prestige and be leveled back up in like 2 days.
No,
With how
that's the
much I
only
played.
game I ever prestiged in was World at War.
Call
Or
of Duty
got to where I could do it.
It's like the map. So it's such a repetitive game style, right? It's like literally
fun.
on the maps. It's like I need to look here every single time I walk around this corner to make sure that no one's here and shoot if there is. And it's just like, god damn, it's so fucking boring. And
Well, I mean, you
blasé.
could break
Well,
down
you can
any
do-
fucking game into that system, though.
Well,
like
I mean,
this game is you go and you fight
Here we
crawly
go,
monsters.
floppy defense.
If
Call,
you do-
Call
I
of
don't know,
Duty.
it's weird how much everybody hates Call of Duty because it's like the cool
Everybody
thing to
doesn't
hate.
hate Call of Duty, obviously.
Well,
I mean, Call of Duty is
on the internet,
it's good
everybody
at what
hates
it
Call of
does.
Duty.
It's very good at being a really grindy first-person shooter. That if you have a team and you want to play competitively, then good for you. But if you're just out
It's
there
just
playing
like-
noobs by yourself and you don't have any friends and you're just sitting in your living room getting really hardcore into it, then I'm sorry, you should probably play some story-driven games.
Yeah.
well, you see, story-driven games are in the deficit these days for good
No
ones.
joke, really.
But I like Call of Duty because it
Unless
feels
you have a
sense-
computer and then you get all the good games.
Well, you get all the good fucking
You can filter through all the crap.
all the good indie games.
Yeah, Wolf Among Us, I plan on getting that because that looks awesome. It's like a story game, it's just story.
Call of Duty fills a specific role in my life, and that's fast-paced fucking multiplayer shooter.
I like Halo better than Call of
Yeah,
Duty
and I
as far as
prefer
like fast.
Battlefield.
I
for
used
the
to like Halo
variety.
better, but then I played
Halo 4 's
Call of
so
Duty
good.
4, and I was like,
You
oh.
play Halo 4?
I play, yeah, I got Halo 4. I like Halo 4.
Have you? Like,
It's just,
I-
it's
Four's
like,
alright.
once
with
you
Halo,
get
it's
to
just-
where you can pick any like class and you've actually like maxed out a couple of classes, or whatever it's called, professions, or I can't remember what it is, but
it's just that
it's pretty fun.
Halo, like, after you play Call of Duty a whole bunch, you're like, wow, this takes way too many bullets to kill people.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that Halo. I don't want my shooters to be realistic necessarily.
Yeah. Well-
I don't know. That's why I like Halo, is because it's very like Space Marine-y. Like I can just.
I mean, I like the style of it, and I've always liked the Halo story. And I thought Halo 4's story was fucking awesome.
Oh god.
God,
I don't see. I
campaign's
wasn't a
fucking
fan
great.
of the story until Halo 4, and then I was just like blown away. by
Halo
it.
1, I was like, oh my god, this is the best shit ever. And then, like, Halo 2, I was like, what the fuck, I beat the game as an arbiter, this is bullshit.
We've had
What
this
RB? I
discussion
love RB.
about the first Halo story. It was basically StarCraft.
Yeah, it is StarCraft. That's
You want to know the story of StarCraft? It's Halo 1.
it's like Halo is like a more simplified version of the fucking StarCraft story
I don't know
without
about
fucking
the story too
Tassadar.
much in the first game.
With the
but,
Arbiter's Tassadar.
I do enjoy the
Not
gameplay on
even.
Halo, like the
Not
the
even.
shields, or I think the shields make a fun element.
Yeah, I like Halo compared to other first-person shooters.
Battlefield, don't know much about that, but I'm
Battlefield's
getting
awesome
that.
on the PC.
Battlefield's a fun game
I used to play.
if you don't play with retards.
Yeah.
What is it called? I used to play Counter-Strike, man. I used to love
Counter-Strike's
that.
fun as shit.
But it's
You should
only
get
fun if you have like
Global
mods and
Offensive.
stuff, and like you join other people's servers that are all modded out.
Global Offensive is fun.
Global Offensive, the new one's really fun.
Yeah,
But
but
it's just the games are really fucking long.
They are. They're like 90 minutes long.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's like, why?
It's like playing a MOBA.
Jesus Christ.
It's fun as hell, though. Like, the competitive mode is great. There's a party system, like there should be in every fucking...
Speaking of MOBAs, me and Set were playing a lot of Conquest last night, and these two guys on our team, a whole team was doing bad, and the whole other team, like, with people with, like, 25, 19, fucking one guy had, like, 45 mastery points. Like, it was retarded. It was obviously stacked against us, right? And these guys were like, oh, you guys suck. Quit the game so we can report you, talking to me and Seth. It's like, what? We've had ourselves locked down. We've had lost no ground and gained no ground. We've just been neutral over here the whole time. It's like, why are you even yelling at us? I was like, you need to calm down. And he's like, oh, we're going to report you. I'm like, why? Because you're mad? Like, and then they kept trying to call a surrender like the whole game. So we drew the game out for an extra like 20 minutes, just not voting surrender because they were being dicks.
That's hilarious. That's what you gotta do. You gotta troll the fuck out of those people.
Yeah,
play stupid. That's what I love to do. Playing stupid makes people more mad than anything I can imagine.
It was just like hilarious because we weren't dying a lot. Like nothing was negative was happening on our side. It's just they just lost.
What happens usually is people overcommit in that game, and they're like, "Why weren't you behind me?"
Tunnel vision.
Like, well, probably because you were running into imminent death. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's why
very guilty
joust.
of that.
It's just the three of us. We can joust. And it's fun. Smite, by the way, it's in beta. You should get that if you.
Smite.
It's fun. It's a fun game.
It's a MOBA for the PC. It's very fun. A multiplayer online battle arena.
I might appreciate it again if I play Athena. I had to do something different because I'm just like, I'm either Freya or Hades or
just do something crazy, man.
Like fucking
I get that.
Guan Yu,
I bought
whatever his name is.
I bought Bacchus and he's pretty boring.
Those tanks are kind of boring.
Well, I don't know. I like the frozen guy. I like what's his name? Ymir.
Yeah.
Ymir is awesome. He's like does no damage. But
Ymir is like so boring for me.
Well, he's just his stun, man. It's like the best stun in the game.
That guy just blasted you over to the left. Like over the wall, if you look over the wall. Right?
Damn, that's like danger zone over there.
Fuck.
Fucking shit, dude. Why is he over there?
I don't know.
See, this is what I hate this fucking game. Okay?
AI.
The AI, the controls, everything except for the goddamn story is terrible.
Yeah.
They tried so hard, though. Like, it's evident that they tried.
Look, he's
right
on the fucking way over here.
He ran towards the enemies, I guess.
Fucking God.
Why don't you aim for the skeleton, dude? Can you not kill him?
Well,
He's
I gotta
like
get the
a boss
fucking
character or something.
I gotta get these portals closed and take care of the
Take care of business every day.
so I can focus on the big guys.
Yeah, this part's also a giant dick in the ass.
Are you sure you're supposed to be slaughtering that guy?
I can, it'll do damage, but God fucking pieces of shit.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
thank you.
Well,
now you're productive. Appreciate
he's
it.
making up for his bad AI.
It's a whole bunch of them.
Whole bunch of them. Also, we haven't bought any upgrades for a long time.
I was just thinking about that a second ago.
We've been just ranting about video games that suck.
This game is one of them.
Back to things that suck that used to be awesome. Fucking Square.
Final Fantasy is such a sad story.
Dude, it took them 10 years to finally come out with a sequel to fucking Kingdom Hearts. What the fuck is that shit? What? They fucking completely just ignore the fact that the Chrono series was a thing. And it's like, what? Chrono Trigger? Chrono Cross?
Chrono Trigger? What's that?
What?
What? He's too young for this.
That's like one of the most iconic fucking RPGs ever.
I actually think I have a copy of that for the PS1.
Well, you should sell it to someone for like $5.
Why would I not play it if it's that good?
Well,
now it probably would not be that good to go back to.
Well, no.
I don't know. I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 9 whenever I beat Final Fantasy 12. I love that one.
Oh, I could play Final Fantasy 9 like every day.
12. The main character Vaughn is kind of stupid, but I love the game.
Bosch is cool though.
Bosch isn't as cool as what's his name? The guy with the pointy sideburns.
Balthier.
He's badass.
And Fran.
Altier and Fran are the coolest in that game. Amy's voice acting is so bad that it makes me want to claw my ears off.
Fucking
Which one's that?
Her name, I think that's her name, Amy.
Which one is that?
She's like the princess.
Oh, Ash. Her name's Ash.
Okay.
Ash, yeah.
She
Fucking,
has the worst voice acting.
related note. Final Fantasy 13, Vanille. Oh my god.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
about that. I haven't played the game, but
Shut
I've
your
heard about
fucking
it.
mouth. Every time she talks, I want to fucking stab somebody.
Heard about the horrible voice acting over here.
Hope is terrible.
Fucking pre-rendered cutscenes look awesome.
In 12, the voice acting's not that bad. It's just that one character's her like lines. Like, I guess they sound good in Japanese, but like they're so corny and lame
Yeah.
in English. It's just like, wow.
She's like one of the most useful characters, though, Ash.
You can, yeah, I mean, in that game, you can literally use anybody as any class, but you really want to like analyze their base stats without any armor or anything
Yeah.
to like determine what you want them to be.